Now question 7, I gave you question 7 to do so that you can actually practice how to do a bank reconciliation from start to finish. Now they gave you in question 7 the previous month's bank reconciliation statement. They gave you the cash book for the current month, all the deposits on the debit side, all the payments with the check numbers on the credit side. Then what I also gave you is an extract of the bank statement for March with all the entries that went through for that month. And I want you to say, starting with the cash book totals, complete the cash book for the month of March. Now that means you have an opening balance, you're going to have receipts for the month, you're going to have payments for the month, and that is going to be your final balance as in your bank account, ledger account. And then you have to reconcile the final cash book with a bank statement. So there's no funnies here. You have to physically go and tick the one item against the other item. And once you've done that, you are going to define what is the reconciling differences, and then you will have to do the bank statement. So there you can see that 4,566.76, that was the opening balance, the closing balance for February on our bank reconciliation balance per cash book, and that indeed is also then the balance that we started off with. So your first step is going to see whether these items has gone through the bank. Outstanding deposits on the previous month's bank reconciliation statement, 221925. So you're going to compare that year with your bank statement, and there it is, 221925. Guys, and you're physically going to tick off all the items that reconciles. Why? Because at the end of the day, you want to be left with those items which is open, which does not reconcile. Let's look at outstanding checks. The first one was check 482, 465 Rand. Let's see whether that, remember what is on our credit side must be on the debit side of the bank. And here we get that check 482, 465 Rand. So that one also reconciles. And you're going to mark each and every one that reconciles. Check 491 for 385. Let's check whether that went through the bank account. 385, there it is there on top. So I can actually also then tick that one off because it went through the bank account. So now it's clear that from the previous month's bank reconciliation statement, all the reconciling items did go through in this month. So now I can forget about the bank reconciliation statement and only focus on the current month's transactions. Let's compare our deposits. We had a deposit of 252912 on the debit side. So yes, somewhere on the credit side, we must also have a deposit of 252912. 1597.97. And you're going to carry on like that. I'm going to show the final product. I'm not going to do that step by step. This is easy enough. Let's look on the credit side, the check numbers that went through. There's a 529155. There you can see that 529155. So I can tick it off. Then there was a check for 1,100 Rand. Let's see whether that went through the bank account. I don't see it here. I don't see it there either, so that looks like an outstanding item. Let's look at check 494 for 385.55. That one I can see clearly, and that is a 385.55. And you're going to continue like that. So guys, at the end of the day, once you have done that exercise, it is going to look like this. That one we've ticked completely. These deposits we could have ticked. It's only the last deposit that was not reflected on the bank statement. All the checks were there except for check 493 of 1,100, check 500 of 319,660. If we move to our bank statement, you see that there's the opening balance 2897.51. There's the opening balance 2897.51. Let's tick that off as well. Right. So you will see these little blue ones that I have here. Those are the items that has not been ticked off. That one as well as the grey ones. So on the credit side of the bank statement, it looks like all the items have been accounted for. On the debit side of the bank statement, the blue ones have not been accounted for. Now you see there commission R2.75, commission R3.85. You see another commission R2.75. You see checkbook of R8.25 and admin fees of R11.55. So if I add all those blue ones together, that is now our bank charges for the month, and that needs to be posted in our bank ledger account. If you look at the grey ones, that's also items that has not been ticked. There was the RD check, R330. What are we going to do with that? We're going to pass that on the credit side of our bank ledger account. And then interest, well, it's here on the debit side, so it needs to be on our credit side, so it's interest paid. Also on the credit side of our bank ledger account, $59.95. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to check back what is going to be our what is going to be our final balance as per the ledger. Cash book payments journal, 3296.70. If you go there, cash book payments journal, there's the total, 3296.70. Another one, no, not a blue one. Don't want a blue one. Let's make it purple. Okay. Then for the that is our payments, and that's going to go to the credit side of our bank account. Our bank account in the ledger will open up with a 456670. So therefore the cash book receipts cannot be 24,000. It must be 24,000 less the 456676. So cash book receipts journal, the 24591 less the 4566. Right, there's our payments journal. We have posted the additional blue ones here, which amounts to R29.50. That's the R2.75, the R3.85, etc., etc. And that is those items that we've colored in blue. The bank charges, R3.85, R2.75, and then R8.25 and R11.55. So if we add them all together, it gives us bank charges. It will be part of our payments, R29.15. Bank interest, that was one of the grey ones that we had here. There's the interest, R59.95, and there was our RD check of R330. So at the end of the day, total payment journal totals would have been 30,000. Total cash book receipts journals would have been 20,000. And if we're going to post that to our bank account would have been opened with an opening balance of 4566. Show you 456676, and then we would have posted our total cash receipts, which is 20,024, and we would have posted our total payments, which is 30,000. 20,000 receipts, cash payments 30,000, and when we balance off this account, we would have seen that we end up with an overdrawn balance in our ledger of 6123.81. Right, let's have a look at our bank reconciliation statement. Balance as per bank statement, 309,441. Where do we get that? On our bank statement, at the end of the period, there you will see closing balance, 309,441. So that's our statement balance that we're going to start up with. Then outstanding deposits. Now if we go back here, we have identified already the outstanding deposits here in our cash book receipts journal. We've seen that didn't go through anywhere, so that's an outstanding deposit. So we are going to add that to our bank statement balance, because as soon as the bank is going to recognize that deposit, it's going to have a positive impact on our bank account balance. Then outstanding checks. Well, we have two outstanding checks. We couldn't tick them off. It's check 493 as well as check 500. and that is those two amounts, 1,100 and 319,616. Gives us total outstanding checks 49,600, and when that is going to go through, that is going to adversely affect our bank account. So that works then out to credit balance as per ledger of 6,123.81, and if you go to your bank account, you see there that your closing balance is 6,123.81. So this thing balances, so I'm very happy.